Now, yesterday, President Trump had his first full-fledged cabinet meeting, and holy shit, was it weird. Now, he started out by saying that he's actually one of the most accomplished presidents in the world. Laugh along with me. The most accomplished. Well, okay, let me read you from the Washington Post. He says, has there been a president, with few exceptions. Oh, thank goodness. He's actually acknowledging that other people actually got things done. Case in point, FDR. He had a major depression to handle, who has passed more legislation, who has done more things than we've done. That was Trump. I think we've been about as active as you can possibly be at just about record-setting pace. Wow. Again, child, right? No, as far about his record-setting pace. You mean record-setting pace of failure? No, look, what Trump has managed to do is roll back some very important Obama regulations when it comes to climate change. So, basically, you could say that we're on record pace to make the climate uninhabitable. I guess. I mean, that counts as record pace to oblivion. But as far as getting good things done, no, not at all. In fact, he pulled out of or got us started pulling out of the Paris Agreement. Again, climate change. And mostly, yeah, all he's been able to do is roll back some of Obama's executive orders, essentially. Now, he also complained about the Democrats in this meeting. He said, if we had the greatest bill in the history of the world on health care, we wouldn't get one vote from the Democrats because they're obstructionists. Obstructionists. When you want to talk obstructionist, why don't we look back to the time when President Obama was in office? And we look at all that obstruction, where the Republicans said no to everything. Record obstruction. And now they're, of course, going after the Democrats. Now, he said that's what they want to do. That's the game. They think that's their best political game. Actually, you would be wrong. For example, I'm pretty sure that the Democrats might actually be willing to work with you if you wanted to tweak the ACA to actually do something positive, to make it more affordable. But what he wants to do is he wants to repeal and replace it with a horrible bill that throws 23 million people off health insurance. And it's something that only 17% of voters actually want. They hate the AHCA. The voters do. And look, by the way, the best healthcare in the world would be Medicare for all. Now, on that point, I actually do think he would get blocked by a lot of Democrats. People like Nancy Pelosi, Claire McCaskill, Joe Manchin, Dianne Feinstein. Why? Because they would get blocked, or because they get money from the health insurance industry, and that's why they would block this piece of legislation. So that's ironic. So if you did, so that he's actually right. If you did put forward the best healthcare bill in the world, Medicare for all, it is likely that a lot of Democrats would end up blocking it because they hate Medicare for all because they're in pockets of insurance companies. But anyway, back to Trump. I had to do that little aside. Now, he complained about Democrats blocking his cabinet positions. He tweeted, "Dems are taking forever to approve my people, including ambassadors. They are nothing but obstructionists, want approvals." Well, if you want approvals, then maybe, I don't know, you should nominate some people. Because a lot of these positions actually don't have a nominee to approve or disapprove. You can't really block people who are not there. Like, for example, he was talking about, I need an ambassador to London. Okay, well, you can't confirm a London ambassador or an ambassador to London if you haven't had one appointed. Now, according to Time, Trump had announced during a gala luncheon on January 19th, so all the way back in January, that New York Jets owner Woody Johnson would be his pick for the London ambassador. However, the White House has not referred the nomination to the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, meaning that they haven't done what they're supposed to do to actually get this started. So how's it the Democrats' fault? That's in your lap, dude. Oops. Sad. But okay, well, let's talk about legislation, right? Trump Care has failed twice so far. His budget, DOA, and his Muslim ban just got blocked again. So what has he really done? Not a whole lot. So there's your substance. Now let's have a little fun. Now the meeting was also notable in that Trump allowed his cabinet members, in full view of the media, to take turns praising him and his policy agenda. You had White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus saying, "We thank you for the opportunity and blessing to serve your agenda." Oh my God, that's fucking embarrassing. That is so fucking embarrassing. Look, I can make a 1,000 jokes about that. I'm not going to do. Because, yeah, they're bad. Okay, but they're essentially giving him a nice little reach around there. Now, here's Tom Price also saying, "What an incredible honor it is to lead this department at this pivotal time under your leadership. I can't thank you enough for the privileges you've given me and the leadership that you've shown." Oh, you realize this is North Korea shit, right? I swear one of them is real close to calling him dear leader. But hey, man, look, this fits the kind of person that Donald Trump is. He's got to be praised. He has to have everyone around him saying wonderful things about him out in the open. I remember one of those political reports way back when Trump was first in office. And it seems like a lifetime ago. Saying that you cannot actually tell him that he's wrong in front of other people because then he gets upset. You have to take him into a separate room and point out why he might be wrong. Oh, he's a child. He's an egotistical baby. Sad. But again, this is who he is. Now, he fires anybody who's critical of him, of course. And because of that, he ends up with an insular circle of yes men, or people, of course, that want to use him and know how to manipulate him. Now, that means, of course, appealing to his vanity, essentially getting around in a circle to kiss his ring. And I know I could have made another bad joke, but you guys already get it. And I'm really sure I don't want to put that image into your guys' head. But again, like a child, needs to be constantly praised. And they're doing it. And they're doing it like their jobs depend on it, which, ironically, they do. I mean, look at the turnaround on Comey and Sessions. Look at all the people that he's essentially thrown away that were deeply loyal to him. For example, you had Chris Christie, Rudy Giuliani, Sarah Palin. All of them are super, super loyal. And right now, they're still under the tires of his bus. Trump has no loyalty to anyone but himself. And that's, of course, why he requires constant praise. He's not loyal to anyone else, but he sure expects everyone to be loyal to him. And I think, this is my personal feeling about this, I don't know for sure, but I don't think these people are doing it because they like him. I think they're doing it so they can keep their positions of power. And that, of course, like taking what Reince Priebus said. Oh, it's such an honor. It's a blessing to serve your agenda. That right there is the saddest thing about all of this. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.